Hey everybody, this is Khan from Century 21 AAA Realty in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, the Greater Vancouver area. Today is day 15 of the 21 exercises in 21 days with 21 reps. And the reason for that is to raise $2,100 for the Easter Seals of BC and Yukon by doing the drop zone on September 10th, 2020 at the Guinness Towers in the downtown Vancouver, and the exact address is 1055 West Hastings Street. So if you're in the area, please stop by, say hi. Always love to see people come by and say hi. But again, getting to the exercise today, and before I even begin that, before you attempt any exercise, make sure you talk to your doctor, your fitness coach. Make sure it is safe for you to attempt them and do them. Follow me along. Before doing any exercise, do not do them until your doctors and your physical coaches have okayed them for you. Now coming back to day 15 today, today's exercise is called the stiff leg deadlift. So I'll show you what the exercise is, but again, when you do this exercise, there's two different variations, well, two different types. A lot of people confuse the stiff legged deadlift versus the Romanian deadlift. They're two different exercises, and I'll quickly show them to you while I'm doing them. But one of the things you have to do is, anyway, let's get started so we can rehearse. Now my weights that I have, the most one I have at home right now is 15 pound. Usually most people do it with more than that. At my gym, I usually do it with much more than this. This is not that much. But one of the things you have to do is make sure your form is correct. As with any exercise, make sure your form is right. So one of the first things you do is make sure you're standing with your feet about shoulder width apart. Now the difference between the stiff leg deadlift versus the Romanian deadlift, one of the first things you do is, well, for the first one now, for the stiff leg deadlift, even though it's a stiff leg, but your knees are slightly bent, you have to slightly bend them without moving your knees. You kind of lift your weight up and you kind of lock your shoulders in back. So pretend as if something you have to hold between your shoulder blades in the back, and you lift the weight up. Now the stiff leg deadlift, you start the weights from the bottom and then you start up all the way and you come back down, keeping your back straight, kind of your bum tick back, and that's kind of one. Now that's that's the stiff leg deadlift. Now the Romanian one, you start up here, and without setting it down, you kind of start. So you go from here, you go 1, 2, try to keep the weights as close as possible to you, and you breathe. That's how you do that. So what I'm going to be doing today is a stiff legged deadlift. So I don't have, usually we have big weights, and I was going to do it at my gym, but I couldn't finish them at my gym today to do the recording. So I'm going to do them here with the lighter weights, but I'll set them down and then pick them up again. So let's get started now. Ready? All right, so breathe in, keep your posture straight, your back coming outwards, your knees slightly bent, and your bum has to go backwards. So pretend your bum going back, but you have to keep your knees straight. You cannot move your knees forward. And yeah, so that's how you start then. Ready? All right, let's get started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So when you're doing these exercises, one of the things you make sure is that you're going down 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and then you squeeze up. So when you're doing that, your glutes are engaged, and go down as far as you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. As soon as you feel the stretch, come back up. So that's how you do the exercise here. So that was it. So today is again day 15 for the stiff legged deadlifts, and great exercise. As long as this exercise is done correctly, you are engaging your full body. It's a great workout for your abs, really good for your upper body as well, and you're hinging from your hips. So pretend as if someone is kind of chopped your hips or hit them in the middle, and that's why you're bending down. So it's a great exercise for that. But again, before attempting any exercise, talk to your doctors. Now, in regards to donations, I am just over 50% today. So thank you for everyone who's donated so far. So I really appreciate that. Now, for everybody else, kindly, whatever you can, please help me raise the funds for the kids. These kids have a little bit of mental or physical challenges, and all the proceeds go to the charity. So it will really, really help, especially with the COVID now. Everyone, especially the charities, have been very heavily affected all over the place. So please kindly, generously donate. And if you donate anything over $25, this is going to be a tax write-off for you. So for your personal taxes as well as your corporation or businesses. But consult with an accountant. They'll give you better guidance on there. But please donate whatever you can. Doesn't have to be big amounts. Anything, everything helps. Any small amount or any amount helps. There is no such thing as a small amount or very low. That's not going to make a difference. Everything makes a difference. So once again, thank you so much for everyone who's following me. We'll see you tomorrow.